4, 3, 2, 1. CTS Pop Culture, episode 27. How's it going, Jace?
Oof, episode 27. It's weird to think that we're only 20 episodes behind on this podcast than we are on the main.
I'm going to be honest. I was looking at some of my files, and I think the numbers are way off.
Oh, yeah, I remember
we might be way more than 20 behind, but
what about more than 47 on the main one?
if anything, I think we're less than 47.
That's
but we're just
not
going
how
to say
that should work.
Because I think I messed up the numbering and was just like, I don't want the files to be named the same thing. And so I skipped ahead to something I knew we hadn't done yet. But whatever.
That's good. That's just great.
Who cares? It
awesome.
Works.
We're going to do a special episode 50, and it's not even going to be episode 50.
About what's in our hearts, not the truth, I guess.
Okay. Now that Henry's done talking about hearts, we can get into some pop culture stuff. So we can start by talking about Shang-Chi.
Spoiler this time. Last time.
Is it too
we just
early?
Gave our first reaction.
Didn't it come out yesterday?
This weekend. So give a week. We have like 20 people that listen to this podcast. Not even that. That's even like pushing it.
I know, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, fine. We can talk about it.
Okay. Also,
I don't know. It's been a day. That's kind of weird.
But this episode will not come out until like next Friday.
Oh.
So it'll have been out for a week. But yeah, so
okay, fine.
I think we can talk about it.
So we talked about this. Wait, did we talk about like our overall rating and what we rank it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely talked about that. So let's get into specifics.
So why don't you, or I guess I can, because on the main podcast, I had you describe what was going on.
Yeah,
so this time
basically
I'll describe
it's
what's
all
going
on you.
Okay. So Shang-Chi is a movie about the son of a ancient, somewhat mythical man turned gangster mob lord. Am I doing good so far?
Oh, I'll give that one to you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Who has control of power over a set of mystical rings that are super powerful, and he can like fly them around. Here's my rings. And he says that every time he shoots his rings.
Every single time.
No, but he has these rings, and essentially the premise of the movie is this mystical turned gang lord man is trying to return to his wife who has died. He's trying to go through this portal to see his wife. And the portal is located in this secretive hidden village place. And the only way to access this secretive hidden village is with these two charms that this brother and sister duo have, his children.
Mm-hmm.
They both have this little charm. And so he sends out his mobster gang friends to go and capture
his henchmen, you might say.
Oh, that's just cheeky. He sends out his henchmen to reclaim these tokens, and after retrieving these, a race begins to find this hidden village. So as Shang-Chi and what's her name? The sister.
Which one?
The sister.
I can't remember.
This is so awkward. Okay.
But Shang-Chi's the one you got to remember.
Shang-Chi and his sister. That's really kind of weird. Shang-Chi.
Eponymous character.
Shang-Chi and his sister. That's really bad that we don't know her name. That's just straight up misogynist, but okay. I'm sorry. I legitimately don't remember her name. Shang-Chi and his sister are locked away in Gangman's jail cell, and they stumble across
What's
who
the
else?
dad's name?
I don't know his name. That's why I'm calling him Gangman.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
We picked the wrong person to do the recap.
You don't know his name either.
Yes, I do.
What is it? Okay, good one, dude. Nice.
Tony
No,
Leung.
no, it's not.
That's the actor.
Okay. So as they're locked away in this jail cell, they stumble across none other than
Trevor Slattery,
Trevor Slattery.
played by Ben Kingsley, he played the fake Mandarin terrorist guy in Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they stumble across him, and he has this headless
It's like a little pig.
nymph.
Nymph is a weird word. I don't know where you drew that from. But
I think a nymph is a fairy, so I don't think it's that.
yeah, not a nymph, but it's got like 6 legs.
A headless
it can
flying
fly around.
pig,
It
mythical creature.
Yeah.
Mystical.
Yeah.
So these two help Shang-Chi and his sister escape from this prison. They escape, and this mystical little guy named, what's his name? The guy,
Morris?
Morris. Why do we remember that but nothing else? They help Shang-Chi and his sister escape. So they go, and Morris is showing them the way through this forest that is otherwise unpassable, except for...
It's like a maze.
Yeah, Gangman has the totems, the
You've seen
tokens, so he can travel through it, and then Morris is showing them how to pass through. So Morris helps them pass through this forest, okay? They're going through the forest, and the forest almost kills them, but then they enter this mystical world, and it looks like a scene out of a fairy tale, a scene out of what's the best way to describe it? Like Lord of the Rings-esque,
Just looks like...
but more mystical.
Yeah.
And then we see 2 Pokemon, Ninetales and Vulpix.
And
just
then
standing there.
Ketchum. No. They just look like
there's
Pokemon.
2 animals that look like Pokemon. But anyway.
Just a bunch of mystical animals.
So many. So they go through, they meet Shang-Chi's aunt, who teaches them all about their culture, their history, their mother's fighting style, and then they prepare for the arrival of Gangman. Gangman comes and attempts to open a portal that he believes contains his wife, who is being held captive by Shang-Chi's aunt. He attempts to open this portal, and as he's opening this portal and all of this fighting is going on between Gangman henchmen and Auntie's children of the dynasty or whatever, as this battle is...
Tao Lo is what the village is called.
Yeah, as the Talonians, Talonians are fighting the henchmen in this war, and Gangman, Shang-Chi's dad, is opening this portal. Shang-Chi tries to stop him. Pop, pop, pop. He tries to stop him, but Shang-Chi's dad is successful and just pelts Shang-Chi into the water. Boom! I can't breathe. I'm under the water. And then Shang-Chi's dad, Gangman, goes up to this big mountain where he believes his wife is being held and attempts to break open this blocked off entrance with the rings. Pow, 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 pow. And as the rocks begin falling, we see these flying bat-like evil demon creatures come out.
They look like Lovecraftian, like they've got like 4 wings.
Yeah,
dark, no eyes.
No
anything.
eyes. Help! And then the things, they attack the Talonians, and then as they're attacking, Gangman, Shang-Chi's dad, is still hearing the voice of his wife. Come save me, come save me, come save me. We'll get back to that later. Shang-Chi in the water, we see a scene. He's floating there, and then he hears the voice of his mother. He's just floating in the water. She doesn't actually sing. And then below him, after he's done talking to his mother, we see this epic, awesome Pog dragon that swoops Shang-Chi out of the water. He's riding this big dragon. It's absolutely epic scene. One of my favorite scenes in Marvel history. He's riding this dragon. Grabbing all of these flying demons. And they're grabbing all these flying demons, grabbing all the flying demons. The dragon drops off Shang-Chi with Gangman, his father, and the dragon goes to help the Talonians fight the henchmen. He's fighting all these the demons, and the demons are killing the henchmen. The demons are killing the Talonians. They eventually team up to fight the demons, and then Shang-Chi is just fighting his dad. Bah, bah, pop, pop, pop. Here's my rings. And then they fight. And then suddenly Shang-Chi gains control of the rings. Oh, sorry. Shut up. I know where I'm going with this. Shang-Chi doesn't gain control of the rings. He's knocked to the ground. Shang-Chi's dad, Gangman, does like one more big punch to this barrier where he believes his wife is being held captive, and out comes the biggest demon dragon. He comes out. This dragon like flies, not even a dragon, it's like just a demon. The demon flies away, and as it's flying past, it sees Gangman, Shang-Chi's dad, and in a very heartfelt, wordless exchange, Shang-Chi's dad releases the rings.
Gives him the rings.
To Shang-Chi. And the rings just fall on the ground, and Shang-Chi's dad, Gangman, is just having his life sucked out of him by this demon.
Like, literally his soul sucked out. They're
literally
called
soul suckers. And these soul suckers, they take his rings, and then Shang-Chi is like crying. He's like, "Oh no, my dad, you were good this whole time. Why did you do this? Mom was never back there." Shang-Chi takes the rings, and he must help the dragon, who is now about to have its soul sucked by Demon Man. So Demon Dragon takes Shang-Chi Dragon in this absolutely dank scene. They're just like fighting, and the demon takes control of the dragon. Someone goes, if that demon takes the soul of the dragon, he'll be unstoppable. And so Shang-Chi and his sister are like fighting. They're trying to kill this dragon, or trying to kill the demon. And eventually, they successfully kill the demon. And after that, all of these other demons they end up killing as well. They block off the portal once and for all. And that was pretty much the end. And then Shang-Chi has the rings. But then there's a mid-credit scene, which is really, really funny.
Mid-credit scene.
It's super funny. So, I don't know. Maybe you should explain this next part.
Mid-credit scene. They're basically doing what Jace just did, except for their friends in the movie. They're describing what happened to some friends we'd met earlier in the movie, talking about the battle and everything. Their friends don't believe them, and boom, all of a sudden, Doctor Strange portal opens up behind him, and out steps Wong, who we saw earlier in the movie fighting Abomination. Kind of a weird thing to be included, and he's like, "All right, Shang-Chi, like you better come with me." And so they walk through the portal, and Wong's like analyzing the ring. He has some magic stuff pulled up, and we see him like the ring's like all pulled apart, and you can see like some pulsing beacon inside of it. And then we see that also in the room, well, not in the room, but kind of like hologram conference calling in, are Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner, who's human again, which last time we saw him, he was not human.
I heard some people saying that scene was pre-Endgame for some reason.
They're wrong.
Okay.
They're entirely incorrect.
Just so wrong.
This movie takes place, if you're looking for like chronologically, it's about when Spider-Man Far From Home takes place.
Okay.
It's July after the snap, the next July. So so you get that, and they're like, well, the beacon's like calling out to something in the cosmos, and then they're like basically say, Shang-Chi, you're gonna be an Avenger now, nice job, buddy. And then they go and sing karaoke with Wong, and it's pretty funny.
And probably the funniest mid-credit scene.
It was a funny cut, because it was like super serious, and like you saw Captain Marvel and Hulk, and you're like,
yeah, Shang-Chi's like,
oh
we
my
have
God.
to do one thing before we go. And it's like, it cuts to them, it's like, welcome to the Hotel California.
oh, we're going to get copyright claimed.
No, we're not. They don't recognize my voice. The melody, the tone is just not good enough to be copyright claimed. If they copyright claim me for singing those 4 words, I'm going to be pretty upset.
They will do it. But, okay, that's not the last scene, though. There's a post-credit scene. We cut back to Shang-Chi's sister, who's taken over the family organization. She's now the leader of the Ten Rings. Cut to black. The Ten Rings will return. Pretty
the
ominous.
10 Rings. And the next Shang-Chi movie is going to be him fighting his sister.
I don't know. I don't know.
True.
I kind of feel like the Ten Rings will just be something that kind of like shows up throughout the MCU as like antagonists that they have to fight every once in a while. And they're like, Shang-Chi, it's your sister. Like,
Shang-Chi,
tell
what
her
is
to
your sister
stop.
doing here?
What's going on?
Text her. Facebook messenger her right now,
oh
Shang.
My gosh.
Anyways, going back to my rating, this is in my top 3 movies, Marvel movies of all time.
Yeah.
Based? Maybe. Hot take? Definitely. Good take? Yes.
Best scene, I think we both agree, is the dragon fighting the demon thing.
Well, it was just epic. I mean, it was just an epic fight.
And you've got to see it like on an IMAX screen or as big a screen as possible, because that scene, like, it wouldn't do it justice just to like wait for it to come out on Disney Plus and watch it on your TV.
Yeah.
Because it was just
epic.
massive. The
Just,
dragons flying around.
That's the sound they were making.
The audio listeners are gonna hate this episode.
Look how loud.
It's so bad.
Anyways, just epic. The movie was epic. The next movie we have coming Marvel-wise is...
It's gonna be Eternals. I think Eternals is November, like
Ooh,
Thanksgiving.
You know what we need to talk about? The first screenings of the Batman have been done, and the reviewers watching say it's like amazing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to think it's been so long since new movies have come out that every single like early screening thing, everyone's just like loved. Cause
Not Black Widow though, right? I don't think Black Widow
do
was
like early screening things. That just like dropped. Everything that
Oh.
was like, especially, I think people, the critics, the industry people,
Yeah.
like when stuff only drops theatrically. They're big fans, but I don't know. I'm sure it's good. I'm excited for that movie.
Should be pretty cool.
There's that. So Eternals, and then Spider-Man. We got the Spider-Man trailer.
Oh, we haven't talked about that yet.
talked about that yet.
Okay.
Did you see the leaked Spider-Man trailer before?
No, I didn't watch it.
I did watch it. It was so funny because it was like 6 layers. So it was like somebody's computer, they were playing it on like a small window on their computer, and then someone was filming the computer, and then somebody was filming that phone that was playing it, and then it was somebody holding the phone playing this video that was being filmed, and that's what leaked.
No.
Was like 6 layers deep. It was like Inception. It was so funny, and you couldn't tell anything. You couldn't see anything. The only thing you could see was the watermark across the original copy that basically revealed who leaked it.
Wow.
Which is pretty brutal. So they got fired, but
Oh, they did.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next day it dropped.
Wow. Yeah. Spider-Man trailer. So, not to play into these Mephisto-loving Marvel weirdos.
You don't think it's Mephisto, do you?
Not to play into these
You
rumors.
think it's Mephisto?
Not to play into these rumors. I'm not saying it's
Unbelievable.
Mephisto, but there is certainly some sort of an argument to be had that Doctor Strange is not who we think it is.
You don't think?
Whether it's Mephisto, whether it's something else, there's too many weird things that happen.
What?
It's
on.
like I don't know if he's under some sort of spell. I don't know if he's it's not right. It's not Doctor Strange's character. He's such a calculated and wise being. There's something not right here. It's just there's like a niggling in my brain. I'm like, I don't know about this. This seems a little off to me.
I don't subscribe to that.
Okay, well let me just shut up and let me talk to the viewers.
How cool.
Let me talk to the viewers about why I think
Was that trailer?
Here's the thing. There's snow in the sanctum, which is bizarre.
Winter Wonderland. I don't know, maybe Christmas celebration.
Really? Christmas celebrations.
Hold on.
Weird.
It's coming out at Christmas.
Yeah,
It's
because that's not more weird than
cross promo with Christmas.
Okay. It's just complete snow in the sanctum, and Doctor Strange is like overly optimistic about what Peter wants to do. He's like, for two characters that don't have a very good relationship, he's like completely fine altering reality. That seems like Doctor Strange. Oh, you want to alter reality? Sure, let's just do this. Bop, bop, bop. And let me cast my spell.
To be fair.
And then altered reality for Peter Parker. Good one.
Think about back to the first Doctor Strange movie when they were like, when he did the like time travel stuff.
When?
Pretty similar. When Wong's like, you can't do that. You'll destroy the space-time continuum. And he goes, whatever. I'm going to time travel so I can eat this apple again. He seems like a pretty callous character.
That's not him after, like, think about him in Infinity War and Endgame. Think about him in Infinity War, dude.
He was on screen for like a few minutes.
That's just not true. He was on screen for a while.
Hold on. We got to look this up. Look it up right now. Doctor Strange screen time in Infinity War. Because I don't think it was that long. Because he went up to space, so he was fighting with those guys.
He had 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
But no character had a bunch of screen time. That's a pretty tough comparison.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're forgetting. Like, I think we're putting too much emphasis on the Infinity War Doctor Strange.
But that's the most recent Doctor Strange we've gotten.
Is that like end of the world, like under like extreme duress Doctor Strange? I think it's a better comparison to compare him to the Doctor Strange from his own solo movie.
That's weird. We can make a bet on this. We can make a bet on whether it's.
I'm not saying it's Mephisto.
I'm not saying it's
Jace
Mephisto.
thinks it's Mephisto.
That's not true. That's not what I'm saying.
It's Doctor Strange.
I'm saying there's something going on that we can't see. There's some sort of. There seems to be something in the mix here. I don't know what it is, but
I'm gonna need you to be more specific.
There's got to be something going on with Doctor Strange's psyche, with his persona. There's got to be something going on with this man. He's not the guy we've seen in previous movies, and there's an ominous little thing in the trailer. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the wink. There's a wink that the villains have done in the Marvel. What's her name? Agatha did it in WandaVision, and Kang did it in Loki. They do this like wink when something's about to happen, okay? And Doctor Strange, after a conversation with Spider-Man, he looks at him and he goes, just like that, just like Agatha, just like Agatha. Watch again.
I don't.
Just like that.
Jace is now, for anybody not watching the video, Jace is now comically winking extremely large directly into camera.
Yeah, just like that. Just a little wink. Here it is. One last time. Wink. There it is. Okay? That's what he did. This is not Doctor Strange. This is it's snowing in the sanctum. Do you know?
Okay, so
I'm not
Jace
saying it's
is
Mephisto.
betting his life on it being Mephisto.
I'm not saying it's Mephisto,
I'm
but
saying
do you
it's
know
not
what is
Mephisto.
do you know what is common with demonic entities, demonic
You're saying it's
presences?
Mephisto.
Do you know what's no, I'm not even name dropping
you're
him. I'm
gonna
not
have
even
to
saying
die
it's
on this hill.
Mephisto. I'm not even saying
But
it's,
what
but
about
do you know what's common?
sanctum? Like, doesn't it have like openings to anywhere on the planet? Could it not be like just one of those doors got left open?
That's what it'll say. They'll say, oops, someone broke a hole. Wong was doing time travel or something, and he broke a hole through the ceiling into another reality, and it starts snowing. That's what they'll say. But here's what I'll say. There seems to be, some symbolism involving snow, the cold, with evil. Okay, we've seen it throughout history in a number of different movies, novels.
I can't believe it.
Listen, I'm not saying it's Mephisto. I'm just not. I'm just saying there's something going on that we can't see. Something bigger, something more dastardly.
Okay, so we'll make a bet. $1,000.
Whoa.
Mephisto. You're saying Mephisto.
No, I would never make that bet.
No. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think people are a little. I don't know. I don't think that it's Mephisto.
I don't think it's Mephisto,
You
but I
think
think
it's
there's
Mephisto.
something. I think there's something
We're talking about the
evil.
symbolism of snow, and you're saying you don't think it's Mephisto?
No.
I'm gonna make you die on that hill.
I'm
You have
just
to
saying.
commit to that.
I'm just saying there's something going on, and Doctor Strange isn't the real Doctor Strange.
That feels
It's something else.
That snowy thing feels very much like just something that's gonna be like explained super easily in the actual movie that people dwell on during the trailer.
No. This is not the Doctor Strange we've seen. Doctor Strange would not do something like this. No
You don't
shot.
think?
No shot. Never in a million years.
Isn't that feels like extremely like what he did with Dormammu at the end of his movie? Doesn't that feel like very similar? Like
I don't think
basically risking the
think
fate
so.
of the universe on a little trick,
I think
a little
that
trick thing.
I think you have to. I disagree with. I disagree with trying to compare Doctor Strange in his original movie to this Doctor Strange when we saw him in Infinity War, when he's actually at like the height of his power, and Endgame, and I guess not so much Endgame because he was gone the whole time, but certainly Infinity War, when he's like very calculated. He says to Iron Man, if letting you and the boy die is what I need to do, I'll absolutely do it. And he sits down and he comes up with these thousands of different realities, and he's remember when he does that?
Donald Duck voice.
Do you
I
remember-
don't remember when Doctor Strange turned into Donald Duck.
He does that. You remember he's like, he has his legs crossed. He's like,
That's just unbelievable. All
that's
right.
what he does. Anyways, back to Mephisto. Just kidding. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking about
too
the trailer.
much new rock stars. No, but I'm excited. I think it's sweet that Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
Do you
are,
think
like,
Tobey
linked
Maguire
up.
and Andrew Garfield are coming back?
It would seem weird to bring the villains back and not bring the heroes, because that's confirmed. Because that's, I guess, the other big reveal of the trailer is like Alfred
villains.
Molina at the end as
Yeah.
Doc Ock. So I think it'd be very odd to bring the heroes back, especially like that last scene in the trailer where Doc Ock's like, "Hello, Peter," or whatever.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like he's talking to like a new Peter Parker.
So, sorry to interrupt. Go on.
No, that was my point,
okay.
basically.
You know what I've heard? Also, I've been getting like really into like the Marvel side of TikTok this week. Like
Weird.
a couple weeks ago, it was something else. It was something really crazy. Oh, all my TikToks were in Chinese. That's what it was. All of them were in Chinese. I was on like the Chinese side of TikTok, which is
Okay.
kind of crazy. But then I got onto Marvel TikTok, which is kind of cool. But the big theory is, I don't know if you noticed this. Tom Holland's the suit Tom Holland is wearing as Spider-Man in that last scene, same suit Tobey Maguire was wearing in his movie. Same suit, same tie, same shirt. I don't know if you noticed that, but some people are saying that these villains just think that Tom Holland is,
They're Peter Parker, and
Yeah.
then he pulls off the mask, and they're all like, "Huh?"
yeah.
Blah.
I
And
mean-
Peter's like, "Well, they must know me somehow because they're calling me Peter Parker."
Yeah, so like some people just think that these villains have like a concept, like they just believe it's Peter Parker, or even after they see Tom Holland's face, they still think it's just Peter Parker because it's a different reality. But kind of an interesting thing, they were wearing the same suit. It's just like a little Easter egg type of deal. But
Yeah, I just think it'd be so weird for them to just bring those villains in and not, at the very least, have.
Well, they have to know people would be disappointed. Like that's just the nature
Not even
of
about
casuals.
disappointed,
That's
it
just
just,
the nature of casuals. They'd
like,
be absolutely disappointed.
doesn't make sense. Like, I just don't. I would. Because what logic? I can't come up with a logic that would make sense why, like, it pulled out specifically villains from all the different universes. Like that, it just, like, there's the Spider-Verse logic where it was because like Peter Parker got stuck into the like beam thing, all the Spider-Men got pulled out. But I don't know how you could like have different villains be pulled out of different universes without just saying, oh, like a gateway opened up and
Only the villains came through.
yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I just kind of as like a side note, just a little pat on my back. I finished Clone Wars, my third run through. Finished last week. Finished the last episode of season 7.
That's crazy. That's
My
a lot of times.
Third run through, bro.
3 times.
I'm done rewatching that. Now I'm rewatching The Mandalorian from start to finish.
Yeah, I did that right before season 2 came out. I'll do it before season 3
Oh,
comes
really?
out, but that's a long ways away.
It's freaking good, dude. I like kind of forget how good it is, especially some of the episodes of the first season. Like now that we know everything, it's cool to rewatch that kind of stuff.
I can't believe that we're the 3rd season is like more than a year away.
Well, at least we get
That
Book
sucks.
of Boba Fett in 3 months.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty close. Yeah, it's just kind of a bummer that
Yeah, it's gonna be so cool seeing like we've never seen Mandalore Mandalore in live action. We've never seen the planet, the cities, so that's gonna be crazy. Dang.
What if the Siege of Mandalore like isn't a thing? Like that's not what they do in season 3.
It'd be weird because they teased it so heavy. It'd be kind of weird. I also think like
I guess not the Siege of Mandalore.
Are they
that's
doing
not-
a season 4?
They've said they're doing a season 4, but that was a long time ago.
I think we see like the Siege of Mandalore in season 3, and then something bigger gets revealed, and we see it in season 4.
Like maybe we get a season where it's focused on Mandalore, like retaking Mandalore, and then we get like Grogu back with him, and because that would explain why Grogu's not at the
In
Jedi
season
Temple
4, I don't think we see Grogu in season 3. We see
at
him in
all.
season
You don't
4.
think we see him at all?
I don't think we see him or Luke. I think they'll save it for like a season finale or something like that.
Yeah,
The
that's
series
true.
finale or something.
That's
You
true.
know who we could technically still see
Who?
in The Mandalorian or in some other series? Darth Maul. He's canonically still alive during this whole period of The Mandalorian.
No, he's not.
Sure he is. Oh wait, no, he's not.
No,
He's dead.
not.
I'm thinking of wait a second.
No, because this is after the original trilogy.
I know, but
Maul dies
because
before.
Obi-Wan's
Obi-Wan-
dead in the original trilogy. Obi-Wan had killed Darth Maul before he died. So the only other time we could see him is like in the Obi-Wan series. Is
Or like depending on how close to the start of the prequels the Acolyte is.
you know, I almost think we will see him because if you remember that end credit scene in Solo, when we see Darth Maul in live action,
He's got to be in something else, right?
has
Like
to
you
be,
don't
yeah.
tease him because, and especially to do it
maybe
in
Andor.
something like that. Yeah, it could be Andor because that's like scum and villainy type. Like
Yeah.
But I just don't like. I think it's such because most people, like casual people that hadn't watched Clone Wars and stuff, like didn't know that Maul was still alive.
Yeah.
So for them to reveal it in a movie and then not to do anything with it would
Be
be
kinda
kind of
weird.
Yeah, but
We dude, I'm so excited for the Obi-Wan trailer.
it's got to be getting close.
I think it's spring 2022, isn't it?
Yeah, but the trailer.
It's got to be getting. I think it is. I think it is getting close. I'm not sure when it comes out, but I think we're getting there.
As long as it's because that would put us that spring 2022 puts us like 8 months out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it could be closer. You know what? I bet we get something at the end of Book of Boba Fett
Ooh.
for whatever the next Star Wars show is.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
'Cause-
maybe we get a Book of Boba Fett season 2 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
That's gonna be cool. I loved Boba Fett. I loved his actor. What's his name?
Tamara Morrison.
Tamara Morrison. Just cool actor. That fight scene involving Boba Fett was just sick. It was like I saw like a video and he was like they were asking Morrison about like his what inspired his fighting style, and he said it was like from his like native homeland, and like all of the fighting style was like based on I'm not sure what
Maori.
ethnicity. Yeah. But it was just kind of cool.
Did you see the behind the scenes for the Luke episode of The Mandalorian? Did you see that?
No.
Apparently, they filmed the Luke episode the same day they filmed the Boba Fett episode with
Oh,
like
really?
a skeleton crew. It was kind of cool because they brought in Mark Hamill. Like Mark
to do the
Hamill
voice.
came back. No, Mark Hamill didn't do the voice. The voice is completely digital.
Of Luke?
Mark Hamill did the face, and they used a deep fake to like de-age him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mark Hamill didn't do the voice. They pulled the voice from interviews and like the original movies
I wonder why he wouldn't just do the voice.
because
He still sounds the same. Sure, he does. Mark Hamill sounds the exact same as he did as Luke.
I don't know about that. I think it would sound more different than you think.
I think I'd have to go listen to both.
Because if they could have just had him record, that's probably a lot easier than like digitally recreating his voice. So they must have done a test where they were like, this doesn't sound close enough.
You know, Mark Hamill still seems oddly involved with Star Wars for like if we were to never see him again, like in live action or whatever. He just seems oddly involved with like everything going on. It seems like he likes it too much to not give it one more go.
Yeah.
Whether it's like Mandalorian season 4 season finale, we see him like sending Grogu off or something like that. There's got to be something. There's got to be something there. There's no way that they get that the way Luke's character dies is how they had him die in the sequels. There's no way that's the end. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, there's the rumors
gotta be a
that
better
we're gonna get a Luke series.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'd like how involved Mark Hamill would be with that, or if he'd, because I think I would prefer them to recast. Like get somebody that like.
Well, I think they have to, right? Certainly for the series.
Yeah.
If they were to do a series.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were saying it might be Sebastian Stan, weren't you?
People were saying that, and some of the photos I saw, I was like, oh yeah, like that would work good.
It does look pretty similar, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a long ways off because they've announced all the Star Wars stuff for like 4 or 5 years probably. So a Luke series be a long ways off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
let's call that one.
we'll wrap it up. CTSPC EP 20.